Hi everyone. Okay, so this is a continuation of my shoe haul, as you can tell by the title, obviously. But today we're going to be talking about like my boots that I have. And let's just get into it. I mean, I was just going to say, like, I haven't had a lot of these boots for a long period of time. I have more heels that I've had for a long period of time. My boots I tend to wear out because I love boots so much that a lot of the boots I have now are basically like new. So if you're wondering like how long I've had them for, it doesn't really, it's not the same like with my shoes. I don't know why I would say that. Does it make any sense? Do you care? Probably not. Let's just get into it, okay? Hi, I'm Ellie, and I'm Mrs. Scatterbrain. And my hair is curly today. I'm really weird. I love curling my hair. Anyway, so let's start. Okay, so let's start with these beauties. So, I know you're probably thinking, like, Ellie, these are heels. I know. I consider boots to be like any kind of booties as well, even though they are open. I do wear these in the wintertime with, like, socks, and they are so comfortable. They're from a brand called Restricted, and it's a little bit of a cheaper brand. I bought these at Marshall's, and I think they were like $29.99, and I couldn't resist not getting my size in a size 8. I mean, I could have done like an 8.5 or a 9, and they're starting to wear out a little bit. But I wanted them really, really bad, and I saw them out on the sales floor one day when I was going to work. Like, I was literally about to go up like the escalator to go clock in, and I saw these, and I was like, those are mine. I really love these shoes. These shoes are really, really comfortable. I would say probably, I really think, why do I keep on saying really, really? Stop. I really think I'm more of like an 8.5 now that I had Caleb, because they say that your feet do grow in size, but they're not like hurting me, but they could be a little bit more comfortable. Maybe because I wear them with socks, I don't know. But when I don't wear them with socks, they're pretty much really fucking comfortable. They're not uncomfortable, let's make that clear. These ones, however, are really, really fucking uncomfortable. Okay, so these are Aldo, and I got these at DSW like a year ago, and they were on sale for like $40, and their original price was like $130, so they were really fucking cheap. You're probably gonna call me stupid, and yes, I was extremely stupid for doing this, but these are a size 7. These are an entire size too small for me. Now, I have been spending the entire year, literally, the last year and a half, trying to make these bigger and make these more sizable to my feet, and they're still pretty damn tight, but I basically took like a heat gun, yeah right, take a heat gun and that thing will friggin' explode. No, I basically took a hair dryer. You know what, I'll link it down below. I have a whole video on how I make my boots a little bigger, so don't buy your shoes small. If anything, buy them big and then wear extra socks. Trust me, it's not comfortable. Okay, so these shoes I've had for an extremely long time, and they have seen better days, and I need to get rid of them, but I'm just trying to find another light pair of brown shoes. These were at Marshall's, and they were on sale for like $15, maybe even cheaper than that. And I thought they were pretty cute at the time. I didn't think they would like crack right here, like they're starting to crack. And they're a little darker in person, so the camera's not really doing them justice. Actually, they kind of are. They're kind of gross. So these things are going to be shortly on the way out. I don't wear brown. I'm that weird person that just doesn't wear brown. I like black. And if I'm wearing something that goes with brown, like burgundy, then yeah, I'll do that, but I love black. Okay, up next we have these Italian real suede and real leather heels. I think these came in at like $300 or something crazy like that. They're like authentic Italian heels. They're from a brand that I can't even pronounce. In Italy, if you guys can read this friggin' Bellafato. So beautiful. Bello means beautiful, but fat beautiful, beautiful fat, I highly doubt that's what it says. But these things are really fucking comfortable. These are also too small for me, because back in the day when I thought that I really wanted a pair of heels and couldn't live without them, I would get them in like a half size too small and be like, oh, they're gonna break in, I'll be fine. These things took forever to break in. They still kind of hurt my feet because they're smaller. I honestly should have gotten them in a bigger size, if anything. I should have probably got them in like a 9 and just wore big socks, because I do wear socks with boots. And if you don't, ew. I don't even do that. No, I can't do that. Gross. But these were on sale for like $60, and that is the only reason why I wanted them, is because they were like on crazy clearance, and I love gold accents. I thought these were so cool, but I mean, I don't wear them that often. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Ellie, you just said that if you get a nice pair of brown boots, that you're going to throw away those old ones. These don't fit me either. And may I say, my other boot that's in the closet right now, I only took one boot out because, let's be honest, I'm only going to show you one boot. The other one, the heel fell off. They're $300 fucking heels, and the fucking heel fell off. No. That's the other reason why I don't wear them, is because the clacks are off. Like, the left one will clack louder than the right one. It's like, cloop, 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 cloop. And I'm like, it drives me crazy. I can't do it. Okay. These babies I've had for an extremely long time, and it doesn't really look like I've had them for a long time. These are from Rampage, and these were really, really cheap. I think these were like on sale for like $15 or something, and I thought they were Steve Madden. That's why I grabbed them. And then years later, I realized they were Rampage, and it makes more sense that they're Rampage because they were a little bit more cheaply made than I thought they would be. I'm like, oh, Steve Madden, oh, they're so nice. And these are a size 8 also, and they're a little spacious. I think Rampage, their shoes are pretty spacious, especially like around here. Like, I don't think they're tight, which is a good thing. Yeah. And these are really fucking comfortable. Like, this took no time to get used to, and I think that has a lot to do with the heel and the heel size. So, these are cool. I wear these all the time. Okay, so these by far are probably my favorite dress-up suede boots, but I barely wear them because I got them at such a good price, and I'm so scared to like wear them out one day and then just have someone fucking just like spill some kind of beer on my shoes. So I'm always so scared to wear them out, but they're open toe, and that's the reason why they went on sale. They were like, I think they were like $30, and they went on sale for like 20 or less than that, and I was like, I want these shoes. So I actually have a pair of socks where I cut out the toe and I wear them like this, and they are the most comfortable shoes in the entire world. If Carlos Santana still makes shoes, you need to buy his shoes, or at least try them on, because the padding in these shoes, like, he fucking got a woman to help him out, because these shoes are literally so comfortable, especially like right here. Like, you can just feel the padding, and it feels kind of cheap, and you're like, oh, it's probably not going to be that comfortable, and then you have it on, and you're like, whoa, this is really fucking comfortable. So if you ever see Carlos Santana heels and they're cheap and they're worth it, I think the compare price was like $60. So to me, buying them for less than 20 was like, yeah. And also, a lot of his shoes have grips at the bottom. Like, I really think he like tests out his shoes, or has some kind of woman like actually like look over his designs, because there's almost no flaws in them. Like, they're always so comfortable, they're always good materials, and they're just good. So buy them if you see them, if he still makes them. Next up, we have our Fashion Nova. If you saw my Fashion Nova video, which you probably did, these are like a navy, army? I said the navy, the army colored green. And these are really, really nice. I really, really like these, but I have one critique. These are a size 8. Size 8, right? These are a size 8.5, right? I'm technically a size 8. 8.5 usually tends to fit me a little better. And these ones are so tight. They're so tight that the back broke. That the seam in the back broke. So I, currently have that stitched up, kind of. And they're not bad. I love them. I love the way they look. But I have very, very bony feet. And right here is like, oh my god, it is so tight. If I were you, get a big size. Get like almost a full size bigger. If you have wide feet, get a full size bigger. Trust me, I don't even have that much of a wide foot. Like, my feet are kind of wide, but oh my god. Also, those were, I think, like $30, and they went down to like 20, and then I bought them for like 15 or something because I got like 20% off that day. Alright. Next up, we have Steve Madden. I have had these heels literally ever since I started working at Marshall's, which was like 10 years ago. These were on sale for like 20 bucks. I think they came in at like 30 and then they went down to like 20 or 22. I really love them. I mean, at first I was like, are they too witchy? Like, but then I bought them and they were the most comfortable things in the entire world, and they were actually my size. And I recommend these. These are fucking amazing. These are always fucking comfortable. I mean, they might be a little out of style because they're more like 90s and like 2000s and yeah, 2000s. It's more like 2000s. Well, they did the black boot in the 90s, but it was more funky. But this kind of reminds me of like the 2000s, like when people used to wear like the Timberland heels. Yes, I had a pair of those. I had a pair of fake pink Timberland boots. If I can find a picture, I'll add it in right here. Did I do these yet? You can't answer me. Okay, so these are a unknown brand. They are called, Catherine Malandrino. Okay, so I've heard of this brand before because I've worked at Marshall's, but other than working at Marshall's, I've never heard of this brand. I think they are a size 8. These run really big. This feels like an 8.5 or a 9. They're very wide. They're so comfortable. I don't know if it's like the heel height or the wideness of them, but they are literally so comfortable. They're not meant for every foot. If you have a small, dainty foot, I would suggest getting a really tiny size or trying them on. Definitely don't just buy them and leave. They go up past my knee, almost like thigh highs, but I like usually wear them with like a high-low black skirt, and oh my god, so fucking cute in the fall time. Boots are my shit. And I had to, I don't know, I had to get along with the velvet. I'm like, you know, as cheap as it looks and as much as it hurts me to like look at it, it's fucking pretty and it's fucking in, so I'm doing it. They also had a blue pair, but the blue pair looked really cheap, so the red one was like convincible for me. But yet I wanted to go back and buy the blue ones since I bought the red ones, and they're long gone. The last time I got them was like December, so they're not even close to being there anymore, and it makes me so sad because I could do with the blue ones. Obviously it doesn't count to me if I look cheap. Obviously I don't care if I look cheap. Okay, next up we have a pair of shoes I got from Deb, which is a really, really cheap pair of shoes. I think they were like an 8.5? 8. And they were really, really cheap. And they feel really cheap, and they're kind of like wibbly wobbly, and I don't know, I think I like wore them like a couple of times, and they really have been in my closet ever since. I really, really should have a funeral for these shoes. But I keep them because they're still in kind of good condition, and I have them just in case I want to wear them. Okay, one of my favorite shoes in the entire world, the heelless boot. Oh my god. These boots are crazy, but I love them so much. Okay, if you have a relatively okay, what was I trying to say? Oh, if your balance is okay. If your balance is relatively okay, you will be fine in these. The only thing that I have to tell you is that if you are considering even buying these shoes, you can barely stand in one spot for a long period of time. So knowing that, like, make sure that if you're gonna stand somewhere, you're either like your butt's like up against like a stool, or like your hand is just like on the wall or something. Other than that, these are not even bad to walk in. You need momentum in order to, like, you know, make sure that you're not gonna, you never go back. You never ever go back. It's kind of weighted to the point where like it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, like, all your weight's being put down right here, not right here, because like that's where your ankle is. So they figured it out. They really did figure it out. But I know a lot of you are like, I cannot even begin to think about how to walk in these heels. Let me know if you guys would like to see a video on that. I would definitely teach you guys how to walk in heelless heels. these I got on eBay. These were a birthday present from my dad. For years, my dad used to like just say, here's $100. Don't use it on stuff that you consider bills. Buy something for yourself. And then I would go online, I would get something that I just liked. And one year I got 2 pairs of heelless heels. And the other pair are right here. Super comfortable. Oh, super comfortable. Both of them are so super comfortable. This one has seen better days, so let's turn her over. Okay, so these ones are also super duper comfortable, but they're more like, I don't know, they're more like, just like this crazy abomination. Like they're just big masses. By the way, I'm like 5'4.5", like I'm almost 5'5", and in these heels, I'm literally almost 6 feet tall. I don't wear these often, but I do love them, and honestly, if I could wear them often, I would wear them all of the time, because I love them. And it's weird, because a lot of other shoes that actually have heels are much more uncomfortable for me walking in these. So like, I would choose these over like an uncomfortable pair of heels. Strange, right? You would think like I'd be scared of falling, but you really don't have like the idea of falling unless it's like literally in your head. And like the only way I can fall in these is if I go like this. Like I literally have to go, doop. That was not right. I literally go, boop, you know. But it's weird, when you have them on, you think you're gonna fall, and you think you're gonna go back, but in all reality, as long as you're like, you keep your momentum and you're moving forward, or you're like holding on to something, you won't actually just like fall back. I really think it's all in your head, or all in my head. I should know, because the first time I wore them, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna fall back, oh my god, I'm gonna fall back, and I would just stand there, have like a good stance, like have my legs like pretty wide, so like I would be, you know, balanced. Because I told you, you can't stand in one spot unless you're really holding on to something, or if you're at a stance. That's another thing. So, I like these. These are really, really, really fucking comfortable. And they fit on the side of my head. Like, that is hilarious. Imagine if I like, that's weird. Imagine if I just like stuck a heel to my head. That would be a crazy, like what kind of villain would I have to be to have a heel on top of my head? Oh my god, I'm gonna go. Okay. Alright, next up, we have our Black Beauties from Fashion Nova. These were a size 8, and the reason why I got a size 8 and I didn't get an 8.5 is because these were the last ones, and they were ridiculously cheap. I think they were like 14 or even like 15 bucks. They were the cheapest shoes on the website. And I'm like, oh, am I gonna like this like bunching here? But then I realized that my legs don't fit into any boots, so usually there's some kind of bunching anyway. So this wasn't a problem for me. These are extremely comfortable. I've worn these like a handful of times. Love, 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 love. And they're so tall, they go like just over my knee. And I'm like, I did not expect that. I thought they were gonna go like mid-height, like right here. So nice. Little cheaply made. They're made by, what's the brand I think it is? It like Delicious or something? Wild Diva. You guys know what Wild Diva is. It's a little cheaper, but if you're paying like less than $15 for the heel, you're getting your money's worth. So I did it, and I like them, so I'm very, very happy I bought them. They look so cute on too. I love the ruffles. They look cute. I like it. Next up, we have my restricted shoes. So I bought these shoes probably a little later than I bought the Steve Madden shoes. So a couple, like 5-6 years ago probably. God damn, it was a long time ago. These heels, literally, I have always been a big fan of Gaga, and for some weird reason, these literally just were like my Gaga shoes, like very, very watered down for Gaga style, but like everyday Gaga, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of jiggle a little bit. It's not to the point where you can hear them, kind of like Spurs. It's not like that, you know what I'm saying? These were $29.99, and I think I got them on sale. I think it was like Christmas or something like that, and they were giving out like 20% for employees. Yes, they give you 20%. How lucky. So that made these things like a little less than 25 bucks. These, I was also really fucking stubborn about, because these are 7.5. Now, for years, it took me a long time to get comfortable in walking in these heels. Now that I have broken them in, they're really not that bad, but I can't walk in them like long periods of time because they hurt my little toes because they're a little narrow right here. But these are from the brand Restricted. Restricted makes pretty good shoes. The brown ones I showed you earlier were also Restricted, and they're a little better than Wild Diva, but they're still on the cheaper side, but they're really well made. So if you see anything from Restricted, I would suggest getting it as long as you're paying around $30 for it. That's the price that is actually worth it. Next up, okay, I'm just gonna shake the whole table. Next up, my favorite pair of heels from Charlotte Russe. So this past Christmas we went to Charlotte Russe. These heels are an entire size too big for me. They're a size 9, and they were $15, marked down from $48.99. So to me, that was a good fucking deal. And then I realized that I love to wear a bunch of socks with my boots. Like, this isn't a new thing. So to me, getting a bigger size is actually an advantage rather than a disadvantage. And they're very long. They go over the knee. And if you're insecure about like your legs either being too big or not being big enough, I know for a fact for a long time I had like problems with me, you know, my legs not being big enough, and you know, things are loose on me and it doesn't look good. These things bundle up so much on me, like my legs like barely fit into these, but I wear them with pride because I love them and I love the color of them, and they don't have to be like perfectly tight on my legs for them to look good, you know what I'm saying? They could be just like the black ones. They could be like little bunched up and whatever, you know? So there is a little room in there, but other than that, I fucking love them. I love the color. I love wearing them. I've worn them probably like 10 times already. Like the day we bought them, I wore them like probably like almost every other day that following week. I wore them a lot. It's funny, like when I first get shoes, I'll wear something like way too much, and then I'll realize that I'm actually kind of like wearing them out a little bit, and then I'll get scared, and then I'll give them a break, and then I'll rotate them. I'll put them on rotation. Okay, last but certainly not least, we have my absolutely favorite blue suede shoes. Blue suede shoes. I didn't even realize I had fucking blue suede shoes. That's fucking awesome! Okay, so, I got these at Aldo a couple of years ago. My aunt, sorry Auntie Anne, my aunt bought me a purse from Aldo. I think she like had it, but then she didn't want it, and then she told me if I didn't like it, I could just return it and like use the credit for anything. She literally said that to me, pretty sure. Or I told her I didn't like it, and she said, you know, the tag's still on it, you can probably bring it back. It was just a regular plain black purse, and to me, like, I didn't need another purse. At the time, I was buying a ton of purses, and I had every color, and I was like, why do I need another purse? So I didn't want to feel bad and keep this purse and not use it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me go to Aldo, let me see if there's something that I will actually buy. And I got like $20 for the purse. I ended up paying $20 for these. They were on sale for $40. Just give them a second. Just give them a minute. Give them fucking 5 minutes. Like, the heel and the fucking platform are metallic, and so is the back is patent leather, and then the fucking side is just really sweet. Oh my god, I'm so soft. Why am I putting it against my face? Oh, that's why they fit. They're a size 8.5. Okay, so anytime you get shoes from Aldo, I suggest you get a bigger size. Aldo has wonderful materials, all real materials, hopefully. It says it's friggin' leather. It looks like it's leather. It looks like it's genuine leather. It has to be genuine leather and genuine suede. So, to me, leather and suede, when you first buy it, is really stiff, especially with the makings of an Aldo shoe. Like, look how beautifully constructed this shoe is. Like, the back, I can barely even move it. That's how you know it has good construction. Like, if you can't do this to a shoe, if you can push this part down very easily, it's a cheap shoe. These shoes are extremely comfortable. I love these shoes. These shoes are so fucking beautiful. And I don't wear them often because I don't have like a lot of outfits that go just with like blue. But every once in a while, I'll like wear like, you know, a neutral outfit, and then I'll have like a little blue in my skirt, and I'll just wear these. Oh my God, I fucking love these shoes. These shoes are literally my favorite. I don't like wearing them that often because I'm always so scared that this patent leather in the front is just gonna get scuffed. But you know. Oh, so I'm gonna end this video on a tip. So if you have patent leather shoes, also before you go running with this tip and go trying it on all of your shoes, the disclaimer is do it small amounts at a time, because if you have it on colored, it will take it off. Now that I've said that, do you guys ever have patent leather shoes that rub together and have these crazy black streaks all over the place, and then you start to lose your mind and you start to cry because you're like, I hate these blue streaks on my toes and on my shoes, and they get them right here and shit like that? I have one word for you: acetone. If you go to CVS, drag your fucking fat ass to CVS. Just kidding. That's fucked up. I can't be calling you fat asses. That's fucked up. Drag your ass to CVS. Get some acetone, dip that acetone, or drag your ass to your fucking bathroom, that's even better, and Q-tip, right? And go like this. Right over the black mark. Now, like I said, light hand, because it will literally take off any color on your shoe. Like, I've done it with nude shoes, and it gets off the black stain, but if you keep going, it will just eat right through your patent leather. So just be careful, just like very light strokes and very carefully, and it will literally come off. So I hope you guys really actually take that tip and run with it, because I have cleaned all of my patent leather shoes that ever had any kind of scuffs on them, including my Christians. My fucking $200 fucking shoes. Those had a little scuff mark on them, and I literally went, and it was gone. And of course, you can imagine how much my heart was actually beating when I was doing that. Yeah, I was losing my mind. But I did it very, very carefully, and since they're very well-made shoes, they didn't get fucked up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that tip. It is a real, authentic tip. I have tried it on all of my shoes. Try it yourself if you really don't like those scuff marks on your shoes. I couldn't even believe it when I fucking did it the first time. Literally could not believe it. I'm like, what? Why doesn't anyone know about this? Like, but I hope you guys enjoyed my shoe haul. I know I don't have that many boots compared to shoes, but I mean, I love my boots just as much as I love my shoes, because I love fucking shoes, because I've been working in retail for fucking 10 years, and I have accommodated these shoes over time. Oh, also, I forgot to add that in. If you haven't watched my shoe haul, which I probably already posted, I also have to mention, if you haven't seen that video yet, I also have to mention that I have worked in retail for 10 years, and it was a fucking hellhole, and I was took advantage of, and I worked to the bone, and I did all of the work like physically possible in that place, and if I didn't, it was on purpose, let me tell you, because if I felt overworked, I was like, I'm gonna slow down a little bit, like calm down. You know, I can't get every single thing done. And you best believe for years and years and years and years, I did get all of that shit done. So to me, buying a pair of shoes every like couple of weeks or every month, or buying a purse, like to me was not that bad. Like giving up a couple of hours of my work time, you know, the money, you know, I'm just like, you know what? I'm stressed out to the fucking max, and this is the only thing that's going to cheer me up right now. Okay. And that's really, really bad. That's called retail therapy, people, and that's how you know you have a problem. But nowadays, I try to rationalize. I don't buy shit for full price unless it's like one in a lifetime statement piece, and I never spend a ridiculous amount for anything. So please judge lightly, please. Thank you, I appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my shoes. And I think I'm going to do a closet tour. I think I'm going to do a closet tour kind of soon, and just show you guys like my dresses and my shirts that I like to wear all the time. And yeah, okay. Thank you for watching. Bye. Okay, you guys. So
I forgot to include these absolutely adorable small purple heels, and I don't really look good right now because I just did a makeup look on my face and I have all red spots all over my face. Anyway, okay, so these are from, I believe, Dine West. I bought these when I was working in my Marshalls days. I think I've had them for an extremely long time. They are also suede. These babies had a lot of scuffs on them, and throughout the years I had, you know, swallowed my pride and actually got them wet to get rid of all of the crazy marks that was on them. Just to let you guys know, if you ever wanted to do that tip, your suede will get darker or lighter when you do that, but all your, you know, marks will go away. I do like these shoes, but they are kind of wobbly, so I mean, I don't really wear them that often. I feel like I could just be like all over the place. But I do like these shoes. These shoes were probably like 30 bucks, and yeah, that's about it. Okay, so the very last pair I have are these. These are from Charlotte Russe, and I got these when I was visiting my cousin over in California, and they were literally on like a crazy sale. I think they were like $5 or something like that, and I was like, I love these heels. I want these heels. This is literally the time when you buy heels, everyone. When literally it's like past Christmas and no one else is buying those pairs of heels that go on sale for $5 or $10. That is literally the time when you need to buy all of your shit. No joke. Because seriously, you'll save literally like a third of the price. And I know you're like, but half the shoes that I want aren't in stock. I know. Well, if you really like the shoe, then wait until they go on sale at least once. And if they don't go on sale at least once, then you're screwed. You have to buy them full price. But no, I really do like these shoes. They are really, really comfortable. I don't wear them that often just because they're like so red, you know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I love you guys, and stay tuned because there's more to come. And bye. Love you.